huge problem. That stands for electromagnetic frequencies. And these are frequencies that are produced by all of our gadgets, you know, all the things that we love to have, our cell phones and our Wi-Fi routers, anything wireless, anything Bluetooth, all of our electronics, anything that plugs in. It produces a field that we can't see. Most of us can't feel, we can't taste it, but it is all around us. And the problem is that these frequencies are new to our bodies and they're not necessarily so friendly to our bodies. And so they cause a lot of stress within our nervous system, and they cause our bodies to not be able to function optimally. And so once I found out about this, I started looking for solutions. Nature's frequencies has been the best solution that I've ever found. I've been using the EMF shields in my practice for over 7 years, and I always get great results. I demonstrate these on day one because I need for people to understand the importance. Now, what this does is it is actually a holographic sticker that goes on your devices. And so it's used on your cell phones, on your computers, on your tablets, on your routers, on your smart devices. All the smart devices need these. And what it does is it imparts healthy frequencies that helps your body to not have such a stressful reaction to these. And so in my office, one of the things that I do is I test something called heart rate variability. And it looks at how stressed your nervous system is, whether or not your nervous system is dealing well with its environment. And I can see a quick before and after with these shields of how major impact it has. Now, I'm going to demonstrate in a moment how I use these, but basically some of the symptoms that people might experience if they are more sensitive would be just irritability, sometimes head and neck tension. Some people get tingling in their hands and fingers when they're using their phone. Some people have trouble sleeping, have more fatigue. Basically, it just kind of dampers our body's energies and really hinders that. And so when we put these EMF shields on our devices, it helps to mitigate some of that. Whether you feel it or not, it's not healthy for you. There's been so many studies done showing the negative effects of EMF. And so I feel like that's something that we all need to address at the source as a primary thing for good health.
And Dr. Janeen, talk to us just a little bit about the impact of this EMF on our children, because they're doing so much virtual learning.
You know, that's one of my biggest concerns, especially today with all the virtual learning, because children are more susceptible. EMFs actually have a bigger impact on the brains of children because their skulls are thinner. They have a higher water content in their bodies, and so these frequencies penetrate deeper. You know, I keep this close because I have a little diagram that shows the penetration through the brain of different ages. And the younger children, the babies, the 5-year-olds, that EMF from just a cell phone penetrates all the way through their skull. And, you know, it is just very, very important to make sure that we are doing everything that we can to mitigate this. Because yes, there's going to be people next to you, there's going to be people around you that have their devices, but every little bit of stress that we remove is a step in the right direction. And so that's why it's so important.
Absolutely. So everybody on the planet needs to have this.
Everybody.
So this takes us to another super popular product, the earthing card, for that personal EMF protection, and so much more. So this is, as Rick said, it's an amazing patented invention that is exclusive to us. Please take a few minutes and help us understand the importance and the significance of the earthing card.
Well, I absolutely love my earthing card, and I have to say the EMF Shield and the earthing card are my two favorite products because we are being bombarded on all sides from these EMF frequencies that are not friendly to our bodies. And so we are designed to connect with the earth. We are designed to be recharged by the earth. The earth has a frequency that is always perfect. You know, this is why we feel so good when we go out in the woods for a walk, or when we go for a walk on the beach. When we connect our feet to the earth, we're actually able to soak up those healing and grounding energies from the earth and to discharge the stress and negative energies out of our bodies. Well, nowadays, with our busy lives and with the fact that most of our shoes have a rubber sole that doesn't connect to the earth anymore, we are storing up all of this stress within ourselves. And so a lot of people will notice that they feel more tension. You know, they have a harder time relaxing. They have a harder time sleeping. They're more irritable. And the reason why I love this earthing card is because it's a carbon fiber card that's actually been imprinted with all of these amazing earth frequencies that help our body to just relax. And that's amazing because that's the first step to healing. You know, you've got to be able to diffuse that and to re-energize yourself with those healthy healing frequencies. And so this card is very easy to use. All you do is keep it in your energy field. You keep it in your pocket. Ladies can keep it in their bra. You can keep it, many people put them in their wallets. As long as it's on your body, it's going to work, and it's going to just ground you and give you the same benefit as a long, nice walk outside barefoot.
And there's a lot of science on the power of earthing and grounding, isn't there?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be helpful with chronic discomfort and fatigue and some of those things.
One of the things that's huge with earthing is that it actually helps the body with inflammation. Now, you can go look up inflammation on your own, and inflammation is at the root of all of the chronic and degenerative conditions that you don't want to get. So in addition to just feeling better and sleeping better, it's actually prevention at its best. You know, it's always great to be proactive and just get a step ahead before something bad happens. You want to be able to get rid of that inflammation and prevent it.
Yeah, this product is very exciting, and I always, excuse me, have my earthing card with me. So everyone should have one. Now, before we move on to the other products, you promised that you would do a demonstration. So why don't you show us, teach us how you demonstrate the power of these products and can show people that they're going to work immediately.
Absolutely. And, you know, we don't have time to get into it today. There's so much I could say, you know, after using these products for so long, I've got so many stories. But another thing I have to mention about this earthing card is that it's not just for us to wear. This actually energizes our water. If you run water over it, you can energize that water, and then you can drink the water. So you got it in your cup right there. I saw that. You can drink that water. That's going to give you the same benefit. You can run it over water, put it in a spray bottle, mist your face. It's a rejuvenation. You know, it helps with cellular rejuvenation and energy and vitality. And, you know, this is why Susie and I are looking so good. You know, we're just trying to stay young forever.
You're looking good.
I saw myself. But that's another benefit. Now, let me show you how I demonstrate. I actually took, way back when I first got the EMF Shield, I actually took it and I laminated it. And I've got my logo on one side, and I've got that shield on the back, and I keep this on my desk. I keep one in my wallet. I have it on me all the time because people need to know. And, you know, when we've got knowledge of things that can make it people better, make their lives better, I feel that we're compelled to share it. So what I do with this is a very simple muscle test. Anybody can do this, and I promise you, it never fails. It never fails. So what I do with people is I have them pull out their cell phone, and the very first thing that I do is ask them, you know, do you have any type of EMF protection on your phone? And usually I get this look. They're like, what? You know, because people don't know, they're not aware. And so, you know, and then if they do have some, we test it and see if it works. And so to make it easy for me to demonstrate, you know, I don't go anywhere without this on my phone, but actually I keep it on the sticker back so that I can take it off and have what I call a dirty phone for demonstration. So for demonstration purposes, I use a very simple muscle test. I just have people hold 2 fingers together. I like to use the ring finger just because some people will try to overpower you if they use their strongest finger. But I have somebody just hold those fingers together, and then I try to pull them apart. And I say, I want you to hold together with just enough force for you to keep those together. It's not a, you know, it's not a He-Man over muscle test. It's just to see if those muscles are locking. So I'll have them do that. I'm going to demonstrate with my mom, Carmen Ridgeway, who has arrived.
Who's here on time.
So we go like this, and I just simply pull, and we see that it's strong. Hold tight and pull. Okay, so I'll just say hold tight and I'll pull. Now, the next thing that I do is I say, I want you to understand the negative effect that this cell phone is having on your body. And so I'm going to have her hold the phone in her other hand, and we're going to repeat that test. So I have her hold that, and then we repeat, and I say, come on, are you even trying? And she literally can't hold it. You know, this phone has such a negative effect on our body that it saps our energy down to our baby fingers. You know, imagine what it's doing to your cells. Imagine what it's doing to your brain. And so I tell her then that this hologram is imprinted with healthy frequencies that's going to help your body not have such a negative reaction. So all I do is simply, somebody's calling. All I do is simply take the card, place it right on top of the phone, and give it back to her. And we repeat this test again. And invariably, it is strong. Now, I don't leave it right there. I say, well, just to prove to you that I'm not pulling lighter, I'm going to pull really, really hard this time. So then I'll do it again, and I'll pull extra hard. And she's stronger than she was initially without the phone. And the reason why is because these frequencies have such a balancing effect on the body that even though it's designed to mitigate this, this stress of the phone, it's actually helping to enhance her body's energies and her body's healing abilities. So that's how I demonstrate the EMF shields. And, you know, always keep one of these in your purse, in your wallet, because people are going to ask you when they see it on your phone, they're going to say, well, what's that? And what's that for? And then you can demonstrate, and it's always amazing. Now with the earthing card, I keep a couple of these because normally mine is, you know, in my clothes somewhere and I don't want to have to dig it out and people look at me like I'm crazy. So I usually keep an extra one on me in my wallet. With the earthing card, I do a simple standing muscle test. And basically, you just want to make sure you're always doing it the same so that people can't say, oh, well, it was different. I had my feet different. So this is how I do it. Let's move these out of the way. Hopefully you can still hear me. I have her stand right here with both feet together. Always tell them just put your feet together. And I have her cup her hand like this on the side. And I'm going to take a fist with a straight arm and just push down into her to see how much force it takes to throw her off balance. Let's back up a little bit. Okay. And it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. Then I'm going to have her hold the card in her other hand. And we're going to do that again. Put your feet together. Always remind them to put their feet together so that it's consistent. And now she's really strong. And now I'm going to push extra hard. And she's super, super strong. So that's how I do it. There's a lot of different ways. You can basically find any balance test, any muscle test, and demonstrate that way. But it's a very simple way to show people the power of these, you know, these healing frequencies.